of feedback, a lot of questions, a lot of just communication from you guys, from the field. And I absolutely love it. And I take a lot of that into consideration into, everything that we do as far as running the company and everything that we talk about. And there's, one thing that, maybe a few things, but something that came up this week that we don't talk about nearly enough, that is just another awesome piece of what we do as far as the network marketing side, that a lot of you guys don't even recognize. A lot of people in general don't know how we how we, it's the word, compress, I guess, for lack of a better word, our matrix. And it's exciting because we really reward people for staying involved, for being part of Live Good long term. Because now that we're 2.5 years into this company, obviously, I mean, this is the network marketing industry. We know networkers. We know people are looking for the next shiny object. They're looking for the easiest path to get rich. And, if they're not making $1,000 a month in the matrix by now, that, we lose some people, and that's expected. That's part of the game, part of the network marketing industry. People are going to drop out. And as much as, we don't want that to happen, obviously, and we've probably got the lowest percentage of dropout in the history of the industry, there's still people dropping out. And so what a lot of people have noticed, a few people have asked, what happens when people drop out? And then other people have noticed, hey, how come my matrix looks different than it did last month? And this is something I want you guys to understand, because this is exciting, it's powerful, it's rewarding, and it really helps everybody for staying involved in the company as far as getting paid in the matrix, the matching bonuses, and all that stuff. So when somebody stops paying their membership, they're removed from the matrix. Now, if they have people under them in the matrix, then there's a hole there. But we don't want holes in the matrix, because that takes away, that pushes people farther down. We want to compress it up to keep that volume closer to you so that you get paid the maximum amount on every single level in your entire matrix and in your people's matrix on the matching bonuses. So when someone drops out, what happens is the person who is under them, so everyone has two frontline positions. If there's two people there, the person under them who's been in the longest, which is usually the one on the left, but sometimes if it's been shifted a few times because a couple people have dropped out, it's the one on the right. So the person who's been in the longest actually moves up in the matrix. Yes, you can actually move up in the matrix and not only be higher in the matrix, but also inherit all the people below the person who was above you in the matrix, which gives you more people in your matrix that you will now get paid on. What I think is the more exciting part of that is not only do you move up, but now that you moved up, that your previous space now needs to be filled. So what happens is one of the people who were under you, who's still going to be under you, gets to move up into your position and now inherits all the people below you. So now you have a higher position in the matrix and more people under you in the matrix. The person under you, who was probably the first person you enrolled, now moved up into your spot. Now they're making more money in their matrix, which helps them. But guess what? That means since they're making more money in their matrix and you enrolled them, you're making more in your matrix. Now you also match their bigger matrix, which means you're making even more there. So bigger matrix commissions, bigger matching bonuses, and everybody wins. So just another incentive / reward for staying involved in the company and just the way that we do it so we don't have holes. Some companies, they call it dynamic compression. We don't really have a name for it. Just whoever's been in the longest moves up and gets rewarded. That's what it is. Dynamic compression sometimes means, a lot of companies throw that term out there and don't really, I don't know if they know what it means or not, but for the most part, it means that you can actually have more than two people in a level in the matrix. If it's 2 by matrix, some matrices are 3 by, 4 by. Not going to get into all of that, but we do it differently, unique, and I think more powerfully than it's ever been done in the history of the network marketing industry, where people actually move up in the matrix and get rewarded for doing that by inheriting more volume in their organization that they're getting paid on. And their people all move up, because when that person moves up, person under them moves up, person under them moves up, everybody's making more in their matrix, and you're making more matching bonuses on all those people under you.